All right. Well, Matt was in with a mixed bag yesterday, and he's done this to us before, just bringing a few things from different places. Actually, I don't think he showed us a few of the wines because we'd already had them, but some good values in the bag, and from small vineyards, a couple of the wines. This is a company that just imports people that make a small amount of wine, so they don't like big people; they only like small people. But anyways, fairly interesting wines. Nice little values. The first one, Verdicchio di Castelli di Jesi. And this is from Marchetti Vineyards. And a nice little Verdicchio. These are simple wines, light bouquet, sweet tart-like fruit, little hint of whetstone. Very fresh and clean on the tongue with a nice hint of stone-like minerality. And a nice zesty finish, leaves the tongue salivating for food at 12.5% alcohol. A really nice, light, refreshing white wine. Next up, we had a Vernaccia di San Gimignano. You just like to say that. That's the only DOCG in Tuscany for white wines, although that may have changed. There's adding DOCs and DOCGs to Italy all of the time. Kind of, you really have to stay on top of things to know what's going on in Italy today. This wine had a lovely light lemon blossom kind of aroma to the nose. Hints of wet rock and red apple fruit. Light and refreshing on the palate here. A good amount of that fruit showing. Some nice minerality also on the finish. A real crowd pleaser. A bit more stuffing here. 13.5% octane rating. So a little bit more alcohol in this one. Next up we had a Tenuta San Giorgio Ciampoleto Rosso di Montalcino. Another tongue twister. But Rosso di Montalcino is the baby Brunello. All producers in Montalcino make at least 2 wines. Well, 3, the Reserva Brunello, and a great vintage is Brunello, and then Rosso, which Rosso is usually a combination of the younger vines on the property and the stuff that doesn't make it into the final blend. 2007, an outstanding vintage, a classic vintage in the Montalcino region. Lovely light red berry fruit, strawberry, red cherries, notes of herbs and fresh earth showing on the nose, light, fresh on the palate with kind of lovely strawberry kind of fruit there, and that dusty earth showing as well. Nice, very pleasant wine to match with food. And I love these Rosso di Montalcinos and lighter Sangiovese-based wines from Tuscany, and with a slight chill also. All right, next up, the Giuseppe Lonardi Valpolicella Ripasso Classico Superiore. And, hey, I love a nice wine from Verona. And these are Corvinone, Corvina, Rodenella, Molinara blends you find over here in this region. This wine had a lovely kind of fresh herb and floral note to the nose with a hint of that fresh clay, like Play-Doh note you get from the minerality in this region here. Lovely sour cherry fruit also showing. Light and refreshing on the palates with nice zesty acidity and a nice hint of that dried floral note showing on the finish here as well. Well, good stuff from Matt. And next up, hey, we had a cooking class last night at Cafe Max. For those of you that have never been to a cooking class, check out our review up next.